Hi, welcome and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing really well. Thank you to my returning subscribers. And if you haven't been here before, then please do like and subscribe to this channel and you will get more readings like this. But I'm also running a competition. If you comment on all of my posts, well, not all of them, but if I keep seeing your name pop up on my videos through all social media, so TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. If I keep seeing your name, then you may be in with a chance of winning a free reading at the end of the month. So get on it. Okay, let's see where your energy is today. So just doing a little short one at the moment. I'm not actually in my usual space at this time, but I will be back very soon. And I will be doing a live soon as well. So look out for that. I will announce when I'm doing that. Let's see where your energy is today. Ooh, platypus, women's wisdom. We get this one come out a lot, you know. Now this can be sometimes where you are being a bit more nurturing towards yourself and you are starting to perhaps be, I'm getting an energy from this one actually about homeliness, about somebody making their home more homely, you know, just sort of being more in that feminine energy of wanting to nurture. And that could be nurturing yourself, nurturing others. You might be looking into yourself quite a bit now and seeing what you offer, what you bring to other people, what you bring into your life. There's an energy of wanting to be more graceful as well and following your intuition. So you may be really being guided by your intuition and starting to trust that it's working. Now there's a lot to do with family around this. So you may be very heavily focused on your family at this time. You may be trying to make sure that your family is where they need to be and that everything is okay with your family. I see you very much plugged in with, perhaps you're seeing a lot of family at this time, maybe you're on holiday with family, but there's a real weaving or connection that's going on in a way that is deepening a connection with family members at this time. And that's because you took a chance on something here. You took a gamble on maybe speaking up and saying something that needed to be said. And in saying that, it's actually created a change. Or you may not have even said anything. It may just be how you're moving through your life. People are noticing it in your family and they're starting to perhaps, you know, say to you that they're proud of you. You know, they're seeing what you're doing. And a lot of this has come out because you have set some boundaries as well, perhaps with specific people in your life, and they're starting to realize like maybe you didn't feel like they really trusted in what you were saying or they didn't believe in you as much, but you're starting to realize now that actually people are starting to look at you different. They're starting to realize and recognize that actually you have you've been plugging away quite humbly, almost in the background, just doing your own thing, getting on with things, doing what you need to do. And these people, this has come out a few times in readings recently, it feels like family members, they may not really recognize the efforts that you're making and the things that you've been doing. You know, I don't feel that they have really embraced or seen what you've been doing for yourself. But now they're starting to recognize, like, actually you've been working hard, you've been plugging away here, and you've really made a difference in your life and possibly to the life, you know, to other people's lives. And I feel some people are going to be maybe eating a bit of humble pie here and kind of realizing actually maybe I could have gone about things a little bit different to how I did. So watch out for that, especially at the weekend. I feel, yeah, got the judgment card come out. So people are starting to recognize like actually maybe I made a judgment here on this person, on you. You know, they made a judgment and they weren't right. They weren't right. But through what you're showing them rather than what you're saying, they're starting to see actually, you know, the benefits of the way that you live, the benefits of the things that you're doing. And it is kind of bringing your family unit together. You know, it's bringing things together for you. So there's a real positive aspect to this. And I think you're starting to really realise actually the influence that you do have on the people around you. I've just dropped all the cards. Bear with me 1 second. I'll just go and get those. Okay, so I'm not going to read all of those. I'm going to get back up on here because too many of them fell out. So let's see what the challenges are for you right now, shall we? Just saw 444 on the clock there as well, if that's significant to anybody. Six of Swords. So the challenge here is the transition. Some of you may be wondering if you're going to repeat a pattern or go back to a previous behaviour or just not be able to keep up with this energy that you're in at the moment, which feels very forthright. It feels very, you know, you're in your power right now. So if you're female, this could be, you know, you feeling like you're really in that feminine energy. Now if you're masculine here, you're still working with that feminine energy. You might be working more with your intuition than anything else, you know, than like rational thought, that kind of thing. But this is really someone who is picking apart, like, what do I want to take with me, what don't I want to take with me? And you might be going through that transition right now of like, okay, I've left that behind, did I actually want it or not? So you might be in this kind of like boat, if you like, where you could go that way, but you're hesitating because there might be things that you've dropped off that you're like, but did I want that? Do I still want to go back to that? So just watch out for that, because that could be a challenge for you right now, and actually stopping you from continuing along on this beautiful energy that you're in right now. Okay, there's something about choice and illusion, and it feels like sometimes you feel there's too much choice, but this in the reverse position is kind of showing there that like maybe those opportunities that were there before, they turned out not to really be opportunities. But what you're doing right now is perfect. It's exactly where you need to be. It's exactly what you need to be doing. That's really weird. I've never ever noticed this before, but this deck of cards, right? The Six of Swords and the Seven of Swords look almost identical. And they've just come out side by side on here. Now, the Seven of Swords, this is kind of about cunning moves, you know. It's like it sometimes can be, you know, where someone's betraying somebody else or doing something, you know, doing something sneaky, that kind of thing. But the Six of Swords is all about the transition. Now, what I'm feeling from this, and I just can't believe how much they look so much alike when you turn them on the sides. That's really strange. I've never noticed that before. But it's almost like, I'm going to say, you don't look any different. You probably don't look that different, but your energy is so different. See, from before, there was something blocking this. I feel like something blocking here. And you may have felt like you needed to run away, or you needed to be on your own. You needed that space. Whereas now, this energy is like the sun, isn't it? It's like it's glowing, it's all around, whereas it wasn't there. But now it's like, look at the rays rising up. It's warming. It feels like there's just this warmth inside of you. And it's possibly because you didn't run away this time, or you didn't try and have some kind of plan to get out. I've got that song in my head. What is it? 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover. You know that? Is it Paul Simon or something? Sneak out the back, Jack. Have a new plan, Stan. That kind of thing. Maybe that was you before. As sort of like, you know, you're in a corner or something isn't going quite right. Right, I'm off. I'm going. It's like only half a heart. It looks like half a heart sort of shown on there. Whereas now it's not a heart. It's a sun. It's this sun energy. It's sort of, you know, and that's radiating more warmth, and it's bringing more back to you as well. So that's kind of what to focus on, is that warmth that's within you at this time. Okay, you're loosening some burden here. You're letting go of things. Okay. Ooh, and what to focus on here is actually a real sacred union, like a real bond. And maybe this is about you expressing this to somebody in your life right now. You know, this could be a message or a letter or something like that, where you are expressing this love, it feels, this union. Or maybe someone is expressing that to you, but it's how you're making somebody feel, and this is how this person is making you feel as well. And it feels very like you kind of took a chance on something here, and you're working on boundaries. But because of that, it's actually making things feel really healthy, really good. And it's bringing some form of like clarity to you. But this is what to focus on. This is what Spirit are asking you to focus on here. It's focus on this love. Focus on this union, this what is there with you, raising that warmth, raising that heat. It feels very, very good. You know, there is a real transition that you're going through right now, and it feels like you have kind of ended a complete cycle and you're ready to step into a brand new one, and it's a beautiful new one. You know, there may have been some people that you had to let go of, but it's good, it's healthy. There might be 2 significant people that you maybe aren't any longer speaking to, or just decided you're not working for me. Now let's see, what is the future of this energy that you're in right now? What is the future of this? The future is about manifestation of skill. Now, for some of you, you may be worried about what you offer. You may be worried about whether you've got any skill or you've got anything, and you might be wanting to, I can see somebody wanting to teach or do something in line with trying to help other people. But you may have doubts about how much you have and how much you can do, how much you can really give, okay? You have everything you need. You have the ability to manifest this in your life as well. So I feel like it's not only in terms of like your family life and in a relationship, but it's also in your career as well. There's something that you are trying to work with. There's something that you're trying to, or you've had a realization about what gifts you have and what you want to bring into your world. There's something about getting balance on this as well, where it's sort of like your mind might be flipping out with different ideas, and that can make it very difficult to manifest something if you've got too many ideas going on at the same time. The first thing they're telling me is about finding your space, you know, your environment, being settled in your environment. And once you feel settled in your environment, things will then start to fall into place, and opportunity is going to arise for you to be in a position to offer some kind of service to other people. Okay. And I can see somebody, it's almost like you're in your own kind of space, your own building or whatever, and you're able to actually give what you wanted to give. And it's all happening because you've sacrificed some things from the past that weren't serving you. They really weren't serving you. There will be a hasty decision that's happening here. Perhaps you've already made this decision. That's what Perthrow is talking about on here. Is, you know, since you've made this decision, everything is changing, but in a positive way. It's all going very, very well for you. Let's see what else we have on here. So, what advice do we have for you at this time? What is your advice? Oh, we have the King of Wands as your advice. Now this is an energy of somebody who is so passionate about what they do, so confident in themselves as well. It always reminds me of the Emperor, this card does. It's sort of an energy that is very... Go away. Oh, sorry about that. There's an energy here of a real fire within you, a real power within you, okay? And what this energy is talking about is allowing you to sort of really see the impact that you have and how your passion and fire, it really does breed inspiration to other people. You should be very confident in yourself right now, because what you're offering is very good. It's very, very good. I've got the Lovers on the bottom of the deck there as well, which is kind of like about you have a choice. You always have a choice in what you do or don't do. But right now, what you're aligning your energy with, the choices that you're making, are very positive, very good. And we have the Page of Cups on here. So there's a lot of healing going on within an inner child or inner teenager within you as well. So this could be that you are actually starting to work on things that you always wanted to do when you were younger. Or you're standing in a power now that when you were a child, you didn't really realise you had. So I feel that there is an energy of somebody here who perhaps felt that they weren't stood in their power as a child. Maybe you didn't feel like you were able to really express yourself the way you wanted to be. I'm getting the energy of somebody that may have felt restricted a lot in life. And it's been over these past few years that you've been really filling your own cup, basically, and realising, like, what do I need? What do I like? Who am I? And you've kind of created this image of yourself that is, it's right. It's resonates with you. It's authentic to you. And especially over the past couple of years, you've really started to realise, and I feel like this has come out of actual journaling as well. So it's like you've been writing down all the things that you like about yourself, right? Looking at all the aspects of yourself that you like. You may have looked at traits as well, perhaps that have come down family lines and things, and realised, you know, what is me, what isn't me, what do I want to take from this, what don't I want to take from this. And it's really enabled you to make this transition. You've made this transition, and that's what's giving you this staying power now, this ability to be like, I'm not going to jump from ship to ship. I'm actually going to drive this ship. I'm going to learn how to drive it really well. And that's you driving yourself where you need to go and what you need to do. So, ooh, the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands. So there's a real confidence, and you can really, you know, just enjoy this life that you are living right now, because it feels full of goodness. Let's see what your environment is talking about right now. What about your environment? Okay. We have the Five of Wands in reverse. So you may have come through, you know, I feel like you've come from an environment where there was a lot of conflict, maybe a lot of arguments sparking off, or just a lack of communication going on. Whereas now your environment feels more calm. It's almost like there is no competition anymore, there's no conflict anymore. It's good. It's all nice stuff. It's all really nice stuff. And I feel like you are now collaborating and you're celebrating life with the right kind of people in your life. It feels happy, it feels good, it feels wonderful. And you've created all of that for yourself by the choices that you've made, the decisions that you've made. Let's see what your final outcome is on here. The Fool. Whatever it is you're thinking about taking a chance on, go for it if you haven't already, because there is so much waiting for you. See this little bag up here? This is like a bag of wonder. It's stuff that is good for you, that is worth it for you. Get in there. Get on it. You have loyalty around you as well. You have people around you that they trust your ability to do this. They trust that you know what you're doing. They're trusting you. They're putting their trust within you. You need to trust yourself as well. And there's that sun. It's radiating all through you, that warmth. You're putting it out there. It's helping you with your confidence. It's helping you to be the person that you want to be. There's a journey ahead of you. If this reading resonates with you and you would like to know more, then please do get in touch for a personalised reading. And I wish you all a blessed day.